something I don't talk about a lot, but you can tell if you are looking at some of my social media posts, is that I really love retro gaming. I really love old video games from, I would say, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, GameCube era, etc. I actually wasn't playing those as a kid, but for example, I was playing a lot of emulators. So, for example, my childhood was very much playing N64 games, etc. And I keep coming back to those games, and I'm very not interested in the newest one. And that's kind of ties to the topic of this video. Is that I think one of the reasons why people nowadays, even Zoomers like me, are still obsessed about old video games is that they feel very, very authentic. And by that, that's another way to say they're very clunky. Some of them are ugly in the traditional sense, like low poly, extra. You cannot really, yeah, it's very rough around the edges typically. The gameplay is not perfect. It's not as refined as the later iterations typically, where it's very sleek, it's very smooth, it plays very well, reduce all the friction, etc. But I actually like to have some friction, some weird ideas, some weird graphical glitch that happens sometimes. And that's really, I think, ties back to the broader picture. The broader topic of this video is that people really crave authenticity. And that's something I see, yeah, I see a lot in social media, for example. You have, for example, those a YouTuber that's start doing videos and they are in their basements typically, and they just talk about the thing they wanted to say. They do the sketch, uh, they just put out the content they want to make, focusing only on that, and then they start getting popular, and their production quality really rise up. They have professional lighting, they have people writing the script for them, they are all of that. They're getting more professional, and something is lost in the process. Sure, they could be like still very popular, but there is something that is missing, and it's those this authenticity, which again I really think is just another way to say rough around the edges, clunky, not perfect. Sometimes it misses the mark, or sometimes it's weird and it's leaves you like wondering, like, oh, what just happened exactly? This is really the point I want to get at, is that you when you make anything, whatever you are making really, but whether it's making art or making videos, posting on social media, just interacting with your friends, making music, etc. If you don't have this, if you lose this rough around the edges kind of type, sure, you might be able to appeal to more people, but it's more of you appeal to more people, but with less depth, typically, because people cannot connect with you as much when everything is sleek, everything is perfect. I come from the video game world typically, and indie games developer really love to say we when it's just like at our company, you know, cool game studio or etc. They will add studio at the end of the name instead of using their real name, which I think it's who was the Bennett 40, I think, has a GDC talk about it. Like, you should use your real name, or at least your aliases, like I do, to publish, and not try to make it look like you are a big studio that is publishing games from like as a corporation, when it's just one guy. Because really, when you're, especially when you're starting, that's the big edge you have. Really have to look at it if you want to get popular or get anything, an advantage compared to the big guys. You need to see that, my advantage is actually not my weakness, and the fact that I'm one guy doing things in his basement, making music, making art, or making video games, that's my advantage. That's the way I can connect with people directly, and that's not something you should take for granted. That's not something you should try to avoid. You should lean into it. As I try to do it as much as possible. I try to, for example, make it have as much as opportunity to connect with people directly. Like for example, on social media, I only use Mastodon, which is like already very chill when it comes to corporate stuff. It's like very few corporations post on there. But I also will not only post about my art, which is my main activity. That's what people know me for. But for example, the other day I was talking about how I was learning to tie a tie, and or I can just shitpost or talk about the game I'm playing right now. That's without honestly worrying too much about having brand consistency and etc. And I really think it's the way when it's come to the when you are a beginner, when you are on the small internet, when you're just a guy or a girl working in his basement, you really need to lean into authenticity, being rough around the edges, or being at least true to yourself. That's of course the thing, because that's also a key part of authenticity. You are rough around the edges, but you are true to yourself. When you see N64 games, typically, like one of the like Ocarina of Time, for example, is very good at being itself, and that's maybe a topic for another video. But you want to be, you want to be very good at being yourself and being as authentic as possible, while presenting to being able to communicate this to other people. That's really what authenticity is about. So having said all that, why are you trying to be perfect? Why are you trying to appear professional? Why are you trying to, as I said in my last video, buy more gears to have a better camera or anything like that? You don't need all of that. And it's actually, you're averaging to the means, or like you're trying to compete on things you are not advantaged by, instead of leaning into your advantage, which is authenticity and being able to connect directly with people. That's the thought I wanted to bring forward. That's something that's very dear to my heart. And as you can tell, for example, here I'm in the 4:3 ratio. I use a very, very old laptop to record, and I use my webcam, and I always use my webcam because I want to lean into these rougher edges. I really think that's the way. I really think it's, it makes it more fun. I don't know what's your opinion about it, but I really love doing that. So tell me in the comments, like, what you think, either on Mastodon or here, or you can send me an email. It's very easy to find my email. I really would be curious to hear your thought and how typically you're the kind of person who watch small YouTube video because you are here typically. So, or maybe you know me before, so you're on Mastodon, so you like niche stuff. So I'm pretty sure you would relate to this point. So, but tell me in the comments, what are you exactly, what are you into, and what are you trying to make that you could be more authentic about? That's the thought I want to give you today. See ya.